What's going on, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Denver Broncos versus Cincinnati Bengals NFL matchup going down Monday, September 29th, 2025. If you're looking for my best bets, the games that I love, head to Pickdawgz.com, click the Experts tab at the top of the page. It's a great time to do it because we got a lot of action lined up for the week ahead. We've got Major League Baseball playoffs, WNBA playoffs. We've got Week 5 Week 5 NFL and Week 6 college football coming. So make sure that you jump on board. Remember to use the promo code PICK at checkout and get 15% off your purchase. But let's get to this one between the Denver Broncos and the Cincinnati Bengals. You got the Denver Broncos 1-2 on the year after falling short in their last matchup by a final score of 23-20 on the road, while the Cincinnati Bengals, they took one on the chin in a 48-10 loss at the hands of the Minnesota Vikings. And I remember that game for Minnesota very well. It was one of those things where you would just think that Cincinnati, even with Jake Browning, they'd be able to step up, but it was all Minnesota in that game, and that's a little bit unnerving for me, considering the fact that it was Carson Wentz that was leading the charge for Minnesota. Now I get it. If you look at the how the scoring broke down, there was a fumble recovery for a score in there. There was an 87-yard pick six in the first quarter. There were some rushing scores as well mixed in there as some field goals, but it was just another blowout from Cincinnati's perspective. And I don't really know if it's going to get any better here. I mean, you're going up against a Denver defense that's still regarded as one of the most talented in the NFL this season, even though they haven't necessarily shown it early on. They're still 18th in total yardage against, 12th in yards per play allowed. They're 4th in completion percentage. They're not really giving up much through the air. And like I said, this is a Cincinnati offense that's 28th in passing offense, dead last in rushing yards per game, dead last in yards per carry, only averaging 2.4 yards per carry. So there's really nothing working for the Cincinnati offense right now. And I don't know if it's going to get any better here. On the other side, you got Denver, who, for me, still hasn't been able to live up to the offensive expectations that were set out for this team early on this season. After the year they had last year, we've seen a little bit of a sophomore slump for Bo Nix. And I just think that, it's going to be a little bit of a trek to start getting going here for the Denver Broncos. You still have a decent pass rush for the Cincinnati Bengals. They've still been able to record some sacks. They've still managed to sit 6th in the NFL in interceptions per game. They've been able to record some picks, and I just think this is going to be a low-scoring defensive battle, sort of a bit of an ugly Monday nighter here, if I'm being honest. So I'm going to roll with the under between the Bengals and the Broncos, and that's going to be my free pick. But just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at Pickdawgz Premium. While you're at Pickdawgz, check out our betting tools. They're 100% free. They're the best betting tools in the business, and tools that you want to make sure that you have in your back pocket when you're making your best bets for the day's action. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon.